So good evening and welcome back, students. Now, today we will discuss one of the most important questions of determinants, which uses the properties of determinant. In this sheet, it is shown by question number 8. If a plus b plus c equals to 2s, if a plus b plus c equals to 2s, then we have to prove that a square s minus a whole square s minus a whole square s minus b whole square b square s minus b whole square s minus c whole square s minus c whole square c square equals to 2s cube into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. One thing is given, a plus b plus c equals to 2s, and in question if we count the number of parameters, it is a, b, c, and one more is there, s, means there are 4 parameters. So it is very difficult to solve the determinant if it has 4 parameters. So using this a plus b plus c equals to 2s, we will convert it to only 3 parameters. So how to convert it? For this, if we take s minus a equals to x, put s minus a equals to x, the second s minus b equals to y, and the third s minus c equals to z. So we can now write a square, x square, y square, b square, y square, z square, c square. So if you write it as it is, now it has 6 parameters, x, y, z, and a, b, c. Means we have to now convert this a also in terms of x, y, and z. So how to convert this a in terms of x, y, and z? So first of all, when we have taken s minus a equals to x, s minus b equals to y, and s minus c equals to z, all these, add all 3 equations. So s plus s, it will be 3s minus a minus b minus c equals to x plus y plus z. It implies 3s, when we take minus common, a plus b plus c equals to x plus y plus z, and value of a plus b plus c. Now we have to use it. That's why we have added all the 3 equations to get a plus b plus c. When we have added, we have obtained 3s minus 2s equals to x plus y plus z, that is 3s minus 2s is s. S equals to x plus y plus z. Now it means a plus b plus c equals to 2s and s equals to x plus y plus z. And we have to change this s minus a to x, s minus a to x, s minus b to y, s minus b to y, s minus c to z, s minus c to z. Now how to convert this a in terms of x and y only? So look at this. This is s minus a equals to x. So if using this equation 1, using equation 1, that is s minus a equals to x, what will be the value of a? For this, a will be transferred to right hand side. So value of a is s minus x, and from equation number 4, if you find the value of s minus x, it will be y plus z only. From equation number 4, s minus x equals to y plus z. Clearly, now we have calculated the value of a in terms of y and z only. Also, s minus b equals to y is given. So to find the value of b, if we write s minus y equals to b. And from equation 4, if we find value of s minus y, it is x plus z equals to b. So we have calculated the value of b also in terms of x and z. And similarly, to find the value of c, we will again use equation 3, which is s minus c equals to z. So using this equation, we can write s minus z equals to c, and from equation 4, s minus z equals to x plus y. So we have calculated now the value of c also in terms of x plus y. So all the terms now are in the terms of x, y, and z. In place of a, we will write y plus z. In place of s minus a, we write x. So it is y plus z whole square, x square, x square. In place of s minus b, we write y. So y square. In place of b, we will write x plus z. So y square, x plus z whole square, y square. In place of s minus z, s minus c, we write z. Z square, and c is x plus y whole square. So all the terms of the determinants now are in terms of x, y, and z. So a new determinant is there now, which is delta equals to, we can write delta equals to, in place of a, we write y plus z. Y plus z whole square. Value of a, we have calculated y plus z. In place of s minus a, we have assumed it to be x, so x square. Again, s minus a becomes x square. In next row, s minus b, value of s minus b whole square, but value of s minus b we have calculated, we have assumed as y. So we write y square. Value of b is, look at this, value of b will be x plus z. So we write x plus z whole square, and s we have assumed as y. Third row, s minus c is z square. S minus z is, s minus c is z square, and c is x plus y. So the final determinant is first row y plus z whole square, x square, x square. Second row y square, x plus z whole square, y square. Third row is z square, and x plus y whole square. So now if we keep in our mind the formula of a square minus b square equals to a minus b into a plus b. So if we apply C1 or R1, C1 will be better, as we can use, if we use C1, it will give y plus z whole square minus x square, means its factors can be y plus z plus x into y plus z minus x, means x plus y plus z. Y plus z plus x means x plus y plus z. And we know that x plus y plus z equals to s from equation number 4. So there will be 1s, and we have to bring 2s cube into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Finally, what we have to bring 2 into in place of s, as we are discussing in form of x, y, z. So x plus y plus z whole cube, in place of s cube, there will be x plus y plus z whole cube. In place of s minus a, x, y, z. Means we have to prove 2x, y, z, x plus y plus z whole cube finally. And this is one of the step towards this. C1 is operated as C1 minus C2. So it is giving y plus z whole square minus x square. Second one is y square minus x plus z whole square. When we factorize it, it is also giving y plus x plus z. A square minus b square. A plus b means y plus x plus z into y minus x minus z. And the third term, z square minus z square becomes 0. And also C2 is operated as C2 minus C3. So it is giving x square minus x square 0, x plus z whole square minus y square, and its factor will be x plus z plus y into x plus z minus y, where x plus z plus y means x plus y plus z, which is s. And third is also z square minus x plus y whole square, in this also z plus x plus y into z minus x minus y, and z plus x plus y means x plus y plus z, which is x. And third column cannot be operated, so we write it as it is: x square plus y square, x plus y whole square. Finally, we will factorize it. So it is y plus z plus x. This is what I was telling you. Y plus z minus x. So it has y plus z plus x, that is x plus y plus z. Second row, y plus x plus z into y minus x minus z. So it also has x plus y plus z. And third row, first column is 0. Again, in second column, first row is 0. Second row, x plus z plus y using a square minus b square. A plus b means x plus z plus y into a minus b means x plus z minus y. And third, z plus x plus y, a square minus b square, a plus b into a minus b. And third element, third column, x square y square, x plus y whole square is written as it is. So from first column, x plus y plus z, x plus y plus z, and 0, we can take x plus y plus z common. From second column also we can take x plus y plus z common. So it remains in the form y plus z minus x, y minus x minus z, 0. Second column is 0, x plus z minus y, z minus x minus y. Third column, x square, y square, x plus y whole square. And always keep it in mind, we have to put 2 into in place of s, x plus y plus z whole cube into x, y, z. Okay. Go to the next page. Very lengthy question, but easy. X plus y plus z whole square, first of all, is written as it is. So what should we do now? So if we have copied x plus y plus z whole square from the previous step, and then if in third row we have x plus y whole square, it means that x plus y whole square is x square plus y square plus 2xy, and the elements in the same column So we are discussing that x plus y whole square in third row is there. And which can be expanded to give x square plus y square plus 2xy. And in the same column, there are two elements x square and y square. So if we add them, it is x square plus y square. And when we subtract it from the third element, x square plus y square plus 2xy minus x square minus y square, there will be only 2xy. And the other will be automatically varied due to this operation. So we use R3 is operated as R3 minus R1 plus R2, so that this x plus y whole square is x square plus y square plus 2xy minus x square minus y square, which is only 2xy. And in the same row, z minus x minus y is the second last element, and if we add these two elements, this is 0, so it is only x plus z minus y. And when we subtract it from z minus x minus y, the elements will same sign will be cancelled out. Z minus z cancelled out, minus y plus y will also be cancelled out, and minus x, and this also becomes minus x. So there will be only minus 2x means. And again, in the first element, when these two elements are added, minus x minus 2x plus z minus z will be cancelled out, y plus y, 2y. So 2y minus 2x, and when they are subtracted from 0, it is giving 2x minus 2y. Next rows are written as they are: y minus x minus z, x plus z minus y, y square, y plus z minus x, 0, and x square equals to x plus y plus z whole square into. Now 2 is common in third row, so we can take it common from the third row, and it becomes x minus y minus x, xy, y minus x minus z, x plus z minus y, y square, y plus z minus x, 0, and x square. Again, if we operate C1 as C1 plus C2 to cancel this x minus x will be 0, and only x minus y minus x will be only minus y. So we will operate C1 as C1 plus C2. So first element y plus z minus x plus 0 remains y plus z minus x. Second element y minus x minus z plus x plus z minus y. So y cancelled out, x cancelled out, z cancelled out, it will be 0. And x minus y minus x will be only minus y. So there will be one more 0, 0 minus y, and then 0, x plus z minus y minus x, x square, y square, xy. Now if we look at the third row, we can multiply it by x to make minus xy. We can multiply x2 by y to make it minus xy. So there will be minus xy, and plus xy in the three terms. So we can take xy common. So to multiply, we have to divide also by the same element to this row. So if we divide by x and multiply first column by x, first column becomes xy plus xz minus x square, 0, and minus xy. Then if we multiply second column by y, it is 0. Then xy plus yz minus y square minus xy. Third is x square, y square, xy. Now xy is common from the third row, and it will be cancelled out from the term outside the bracket, that is xy. So we can write 2 into x plus y plus z whole square over xy, and when we take xy common from the third row becomes minus 1 minus 1, 1, 0, xy plus yz minus y square, then xy plus xz minus x square, 0, and x square. Now, xy cancelled out, so 2 into x plus y plus z whole square will be there. And to bring more zeros, if we add C1 operated as C1 plus C2, C1 plus C3, then we get C1 plus C3. X square will be cancelled out, so it gives xy plus xz. C1 plus C3, 0 plus y square will be y square, minus 1 plus 1, 0. Again, C2 is also operated as C2 plus C3. As we have to bring zeros in the same row or in the same line. These zeros are in the different line. So there is no use of these zero. So 0 plus x square, it will be x square. Again, xy plus zy minus y square plus y square cancelled out. Xy plus yz minus 1 plus 1, 0. Then x square, y square, and 1. Again, if we add xy plus xz plus x square means C1 plus C2. If we now add C1 and C2, C1 is operated as C1 plus C2, xy plus xz plus x square will be there. X is common between the three. So y plus z plus x. In second, y square plus xy plus yz, y is common between the three. So it is y plus x plus z. Third is 0. Then x square, xy plus yz, 0. X square, y square, 1. Clearly y plus z plus x is now common in first column. So when we take x plus y plus z common from the second column, from the first column, it is 2 into x plus y plus z whole square already there. And when this x plus y plus z goes outside the bracket, it becomes 2 into x plus y plus z whole cube. So first column becomes x, y, 0. Second column. In second column, we observe that x square is there, xy plus yz, then 0. In third column, x square, y square, and 1 will be there. Now in first row, we observe that x is common. So 2x into x plus y plus z whole cube. In first row, when we take x common, it is 1, x and x. Again, in second row, we observe that y is common. So when we take y common, it is 1, x plus z, y, and 0, 0, 1. Again, if we want to bring one more 0, we have to subtract R2 minus R1 to bring one more 0, so that there will be 3 zeros below the principal diagonal. R2 is operated as R2 minus R1. So then it is 0, 0, 1. Third row remains the same. 1 minus 1, 0. R2 minus R1. X plus Z minus X is Z only. Y minus X. And first row is 1, X, X. So there are all zeros below the principal diagonal. So its value will be obtained by multiplying all the elements of the principal diagonal. 1 into Z into 1. That is Z only. 2xy is already there, y from the previous set. So it is then 2xyz into x plus y plus z whole cube. Now if we substitute the value of x as s minus a, value of y as s minus b, value of z as s minus c, and value of x plus yz as s cube, so we have proved this identity. Very important identity. When a plus b plus c equals to 2s, then a square s minus a whole square s minus a whole square s minus b whole square b square s minus b whole square s minus c whole square s minus c whole square c square equals to 2s cube into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Hence proved. We have proved it. And we write hence proved. QED, quadrate demonstrandum, quite easily done. all must have understood this. So solve it yourself and watch the video if you don't get it again and again, and then try it yourself. And if still you are not getting, then write in comment box. I will explain it again for you. So it is now very easy, though you have to revise it again and again to understand properly. Don't copy it. Never copy the questions in determinants to understand the properties of determinants. Okay, everyone. So I'm ending this session. Try this question yourself and ask if you have any doubt in comment box.